Hello students, welcome to the video of congruence of triangles. First let's see congruence of plane figures. Congruent objects are exact copies of one another. The method of superposition examines the congruence of plane figures. The two plane figures, say f1 and f2, are congruent if the trace copy of f1 fits exactly on that of f2. We write this as f1 congruent to f2. Okay, so in the diagram you can see two figures are there which looks exactly same. Okay, exact copy of one another. So how to find whether it is exactly same? If you place one upon another, it will be matching to each other. There will not be any difference. The corresponding side, if you keep, means it will be correctly positioned. So that is called congruence. Suppose the example we will take the notebooks which is distributed from school. You take it, and if you arrange one upon the another, all the notebooks will be of same length and breadth. Okay, that is called congruence. That is, they have same length and same breadth, and when it is superpositioned one upon the other, it will be exactly same. Understood? So the symbol you can see here, that is the symbol for congruence. Congruence among line segment. If two line segments have the same, that is equal length, they are congruent. Also, if two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. So for a line, what should be the same length? Okay, if two lines are of same length, then the lines are said to be congruent. And converse, if two lines are congruent, then obviously the length will be same. Congruence of angles. If two angles have the same measure, they are congruent. Also, if two angles are congruent, their measures are same. So angle are congruent means in the picture you can see 40 degree. So both the angles are 40 degree. That's what the measure is same. So these two angles are congruent. Or if the angles are congruent, if I say, you can assume that the measures are same. Congruence of triangles. If under a given correspondence two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts, that is angles and sides that matches one another, are equal. So two triangles are congruent when we can say if the corresponding angle and side, that's why it's given corresponding side and angle are equal, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. Suppose in this diagram you can see at the vertex A and vertex P, the angle is same, and B and Q, that is also corresponding angles, and it is same. So all the three angles are same and all the three sides are same. So these two triangles are said to be congruent. For finding out whether the triangle is whether two triangles are congruent or not, we have certain criteria. Okay, with that itself we can find whether the two triangles are congruent or not. So first congruence criterion is yes, yes, yes. Okay, three sides. That is, with that only we are going to find out. If under a given correspondence, the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Okay, all the three sides of the triangles are equal. Then the two triangles are said to be congruent. SAS congruence criterion. If under a correspondence, two sides and the angle included between them of a triangle are equal to the two corresponding sides and the angle included between them of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Take two triangles in that two sides are known and the angle between those two sides is also known. If these three measures are equal to the another one triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. That is, two sides and the angle between those two sides. So two sides and one angle, if this is equal to the side and angle of another one triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. ASA congruence criterion. If under a correspondence, two angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Two angles are there and in between those two angles a side is there. So if these three are equal to the angle and side of the corresponding sides of the side and angle of the another one triangle, then these two triangles are congruent. Congruence among right angle triangle. RHS congruence criterion. So this is only for the right angle triangle. R is for the right angle, H for hypotenuse and S for side. If under a correspondence, the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of another right angle triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So right angle for both the triangle and hypotenuse and one side of the triangle are equal, then the two right angle triangle are congruent. So with this idea you can do the assignment. Which congruence criterion do you use in the following? So the diagram is given and given which sides are equal, angles are given, that is also given, and these are two triangles are congruent to each other. You have to just say under which congruence criterion these two triangles are congruent. Okay, that's it. I hope you understood. That's all for this video. Thank you, children.